everyone. Welcome to Besties
Peace on a Mission podcast.
This is our second episode, and we're happy to have two special guests in the building. We have
Law.
And we have
Juice.
welcome, guys.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the welcome.
Appreciate
We
y'all.
appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
to join us and have a little fun on this podcast. Is there anything you want to say to the
our
audience?
viewers.
I just want to say I appreciate the invite. And, beforehand, you ladies told us the topic. And, I think it's a good topic. There needs to be more talks that involve these types of topics. So thanks for
Okay.
having me.
And Juice,
I'm just here to give my view,
your honest
my
review?
honest viewpoint,
All right. I like that.
young man's perspective,
All right, so today's topic is, drumroll please.
It's sex as a weapon.
Uh-oh.
By male, female, transgender, it, she.
They, who do
Whatever.
you think use sex as a weapon more?
I go first. I would say I definitely do use it as a weapon.
And how do you use it as a weapon?
I'll say because I know it's good. And if somebody's acting up, they can't get the goodness. So yeah, I do use it as a weapon
Do you think that's good to use it as a weapon?
sometimes.
What if it flipped the script and backfires on you?
It can never backfire.
Don't say that.
Come on.
It
I
can.
mean-
I mean, you are you, but withholding sex is like withholding intimacy with your partner.
Yeah, and sometimes they need it to be withheld.
So
Why
I-
should you enjoy that experience with me after you done messed up my emotions? That's how I am. Maybe it's different for you, but that's how I am.
So
I don't feel like in that sense that you're using it as a weapon. I feel like in that sense you just don't want to have sex.
Right. I'm turned off.
That's
So why-
then I don't think in that sense you're using it as a weapon,
Right,
really.
so then maybe
that
I'm
doesn't
not-
make you a bad person. Like, no, I don't think you're using it in that sense. I think
Thank you. That is
honestly, because if someone's messing up and you don't like what they're doing, it's withholding sex. I feel like in this case, it's not withholding sex.
But
Because
for how long? What if she withholds sex for like a month?
if she doesn't want to have, if she actually doesn't want to have sex herself, then that's when it's like, all right, it's understandable. If she's like actually, I don't want to say in heat or whatever, but if she actually wants to have sex and she's withholding now because that's when it becomes like, that's when you start to use it as a weapon.
So
or
why
that's
don't
when
she
I see
have that conversation? What if that person doesn't
She
know
should.
there is a reason he's messing up her emotions? Or
I do.
I'm just giving me a second. I'm just saying, what if you didn't have that conversation and she was just withholding sex and that person don't know? Like you don't have that
that
conversation.
she's wrong. It's simple.
Will that person be wrong?
Is
to
it a
be?
weapon at that point?
I
It's
think
still-
it is a
it's still
weapon
a
at
weapon.
that
It doesn't
point.
communicate.
It doesn't
Yes.
communicate. That is, she's using it as a weapon. She said it herself. I use it as a weapon.
I don't think at that point it's a weapon. He done went and weaponized his dick elsewhere at that point.
How do you
A
know
month.
that?
I know.
Oh, she brought it. She getting
Ah,
direct.
yes.
It's no
Weapon-
longer general.
You weaponize
I have a
his dick.
question.
Okay.
Or
I have a
your-
question, ladies. Before
All
we
right.
go any further, right? When I was told that weaponized sex was the topic, I went straight to Google because I've never
he
thought
Googled
of
it.
weaponized sex, and I've never given any energy towards that. So, I was wondering if you both or all three of you could define weaponized sex for me.
I feel like I kind of just did, honestly. I feel like the weaponization of sex is using it as leverage for betterment, not in the relationship but for yourself. So the example I used was if she doesn't want to have sex with her partner because he's actually not doing what she wants from him, or she's like, they're upset for whatever reason, right? Her being turned off from that is natural, and that's not weaponizing sex. But if you're actually turned on and you're purposely not having sex because you want something out of it, that's when it becomes a weapon.
That's withholding.
So when you're using it
like
as
that
leverage.
example, that's like withholding as a punishment.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
like a
but
conflict.
That's weaponizing.
Yeah, but
sex.
I'm saying that's like a punishment.
Punishment,
Like you're
yeah.
punishing me. So you're treating me like a child. Like I'm being on punishment, knowing that I love this intimacy. I love having sexual relationships with you. So you're punishing me because you're not getting what you want. So what if I do that to you and you're in heat and you be like, oh, you outside cheating. Oh, you don't want to touch me. Oh, it's another dude or another girl.
It's what I took from that, right? Because that's what Google said, the same thing you said, Juice. And based off what you and Caramelized Candy said.
It's caramel candy, but I'll let you rock with that.
Okay, there's different ways to say it.
Caramelized
it. All right, so
I'm hard.
Caramel Candy, right? Based off what the two of you said, it sounds like manipulation. It sounds like you're looking to manipulate a situation.
100%. That's exactly what it is.
So isn't that like a narcissist personality now?
Narcissist is another one of those words that I would need you to define what a narcissist is.
A narcissist could be a lot of things. Like narcissist is like when they want to calm down, they use it as conflict or leverage. Like they know their sex is good. They know, like she said, my shit is good. That's the good. Or a guy was like, yo, I know I lay this pipe down. She knows she hooked on it. That could be a narcissistic behavior, knowing like I got this leverage on her. And I'm gonna, you don't want to do what I say, or I'm upset at you. I'm gonna use this as leverage because my D on my P is good. Like you gotta do what I do, or you're on punishment.
I've seen men use sex as weapon. Like they know their dick is good, and they'll fuck up, and they'll be like, she's gonna come back because my dick game is good. She gonna eventually want me back. That's weaponizing sex. Yeah.
I'm new to the world of weaponizing sex. Okay. That's a dangerous weapon.
You probably didn't know.
It is.
Yeah. It's always been here, but they didn't use the word as weaponizing sex. Some people use it as being a narcissist or being like, oh, she don't want to give it to me, or I'm on punishment,
but
or I'm on the couch.
Like you said, it has too many definitions of people's behaviors to label it as narcissist is the only person that weaponizes sex.
But some people use sex to avoid hard conversations too.
I will say I do feel like not that you guys are using the word narcissist wrong, but I do feel like it's one of those words that was commonly used a lot recently.
Yeah.
But it's not everything means that somebody is a narcissist, because that's a very, very specific mental behavior.
Yeah, because I'm not a narcissist for not wanting to hold on sex because I feel like you did me wrong. I feel like emotionally I wouldn't want to have sex with you because it's like, why would I want to have sex with somebody who hurt me? It's like, that's like you said, I thought of it as weaponizing. But it's really like I am whole protecting myself, taking time for myself, being true to myself, loving myself, because you obviously don't love me enough to do the right thing to get this love.
You're using sex to me just not like a reward system. Like if you treat me good, you get all the sex you want.
Everybody uses everybody.
If you feel like, no, I'm saying the way she's talking to me is like, oh, I'm using it as a reward session. Like she said, I got that good. I'm protecting my intimacy.
I don't feel like that's how she's saying it though.
I'm just saying my thoughts.
The way the way you're portraying it and saying that it is, that would be definitely weaponizing sex. But I feel like the way that she's explaining it right now isn't. I feel like she's saying like, yo, if I'm not enjoying you at the moment as my partner, why would I have sex with you? Why would I actually want to have sex with you? That's a different conversation. And that's why I kept saying with weaponizing, it's actually feeling like, I probably could have sex with you right now, but it's like, nah, let me hold out real quick. So as you said, withholding.
But before you said, like what you said to her, she came out, she said, I use sex as a weapon. That's the first thing. No, but I'm just saying, he convinced you. But in your mind, just
clarified.
Now, you just clarified. But in your mind, before he did that clarification, you were saying, I use sex as a weapon. Yeah. So I'm turning around to you as somebody, before he clarified it, you were saying, I use sex as a weapon. To me, it's like you're using it as a reward system.
But after he explained
but I'm just saying, my first instinct towards you when you said that, I just had it. But I'm just saying, before he clarified it, it looks like you was using it as a reward system.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm seeing what you're saying now, because if you already kind of looked at it like you're weaponizing it, were you?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things now.
Before you said that, my first thing that came to my mind was she just said, I got that good. He's not gonna go nowhere. Before you clarified that, yes, her emotion, she's not feeling. But if you didn't say that, she just said out of her own mouth, I use sex as a weapon. If he doesn't do what I want.
Yeah, but you know what, Yuka?
So if he does what
conversation where it's like every women feel like they have the best pussy in the world.
Of course.
There's not a woman out there that don't feel like
there's
they
some who
shit
knows
is
it. No.
top notch. You
Hold
know what
on,
I'm saying?
there's some out here
feel
that
that.
knows that. Listen, this shit is
shit
whack.
trash.
They know that. They know that. They know like I got. Well, there's
I've
some.
heard guys say that, but I've
Basura.
never heard,
I heard
a
females
female
say that. They was
say
like, my
that
head
shit
game
is
is
trash.
my
I've never
head
heard a woman
game.
say that.
Exactly. There's-
Google. They'll
Every
be like,
couple-
my
every
head
woman
game
I come
is.
have some bad
across, they think they
coochie.
got it.
They think
God
they
bless.
the
It got some females who's real. Like I know my pussy's knowledge worn out, whatever. It got some people. No, I'm being honest. It got some people that would say that my pussy's worn out.
I think that's a combo that happens in a room full of women.
I'm just
versus
saying, it
like
got-
me as
no.
a man, I've never experienced
I
a woman.
heard it. Like I'm just saying,
wore
I got
that.
some. I did.
Wait, who wore what?
It has
that?
some people say they know, like, I know my pussy's not 100, but my head game is good. They got other things they're good at. They're like, yo,
I
I'm
ain't
not good
gonna
at
lie.
this.
I've had some friendships with women where they've told me about their adventures.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah.
So you
They
was in
kept
that
it real
room.
with
You
you.
was in that room.
I
Those were
wasn't
your
a couple.
friends.
I
We
wasn't a
wasn't
couple
in
of
that
those
room.
rooms, bro.
But
These
they
girls,
kept it real with you, right?
they
Like
kept
I'm
it as a
saying,
topic.
exactly.
Can
They
men and
said
women
my,
be friends?
or
my
at least
thing ain't-
they kept it as real as they could with a guy.
Exactly. I had some friends that kept it real with me too. Like, you know, some associates. You know, like they'll tell me like
Yeah, I
other
did
people I work with,
whoopty-woo.
whatever. Like I know my thing is not the best, but my head game is on point. They know how, you know, I do this or I could do tricks or whatever. Like, but some people keep it real. They got people out here, men and women, who like, I know mine is not the biggest thing, but I know tricks to make her do whatever. But it got people keeping
God
it.
blessed me very, very, very.
Hey, we're gonna drink to that. This Gatorade. Drink this
You know what I'm
Gatorade. Yeah.
saying?
Amen.
So,
But
Shit up.
like back to the subject
I
where
give it
she
to the Most High. Cause
yeah, back to the subject when you first said the words.
I
use
did,
sex.
I did feel like that. Like, honestly, like, I did feel like I was weaponizing it because I know nigga gonna go crazy.
Exactly. So that's
Or
like
for to
a
pay me. you
yeah.
know?
That's like on a that's like to me it's like a reward system.
But when
like,
you clarified,
yeah,
I
it's-
see where.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If he didn't say that, like say let's wash it out the bridge. Like he never brought that up to clarify about feelings. I get it. I understand when women are in their feelings, we're like
But
emotional.
even if he didn't say that,
I feel like it's the same for
feel
men as
she
well.
Still
I
said
will say
that,
that.
being
Yeah, and
unclear
because-
of
and
the
but I'm just
direct.
saying, me as a person or
But
other people will
but
think.
that's it. You could the answer to your question is I wouldn't withhold sex if he wasn't messing up for me to withhold sex. So you thinking that I was using it as a weapon to withhold sex because he's doing wrong is actually helping me because literally, why would I want to have sex with somebody who hurt me?
I understand that, but I'm just telling you, you said it out your own mouth.
Yeah.
I use sex as
As
a
a
weapon.
So
I'm just
you saying
responding
that-
it to her as you saying. If he didn't clarify, the first thing that came to my mind is it's a reward system. You do good
Yeah.
to me, I'm gonna reward you.
You
We're gonna
saying
bust
that-
it open. We're gonna do whatever we
Okay.
need to do.
You saying that puts it in
So
a
that was
different
just the
place.
initial
You feel
reaction.
me?
Yeah, that was my
Okay.
initial reaction. I'm not saying that's not how you feel. How he clarified, I
but
understand.
okay, so we go to you. Do you feel like you have weaponized sex before?
Like with her when I was mad, I went through my emotions. I never said I use it as weaponizing. If I'm hurt and I have a conversation with my partner and he feels like I ain't do nothing wrong, whatever, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm not touching you.
What about you?
I still don't feel like that's weaponizing.
No, I'm
bro.
just
I
saying
feel
me. I
like
said that
like
I never
like this.
weaponize it.
Yeah.
I'll have that conversation. If my feelings are hurt, I'm not
Yeah.
into it. When I'm having intimacy, I gotta be into it. It feels much better when you into it. I'm not doing it because I gotta, sit down and be bored. It don't mean nothing. Like if I'm mad, I'm mad. You're not touching me. Just like if that person is mad or going through or they're upset, you're not gonna want to have sex with that person.
That's not a weapon. The
Unless
weapon
you
part
have
sounds
like
like
a-
manipulation.
Yeah,
Yes,
unless you have like
that is what
angry,
it
like
is.
you all had
Big on the
disagreement.
manipulation.
But you
100%,
think
bro.
about it
100%.
in your experience, have you weaponized sex?
Have I personally weaponized? So, as I said, the concept of weaponizing sex is still new to me. I would have to search my memory bank. I think we have to swing back around for me to
Okay,
give a
so you
response
said
to
it's
that.
new
I've
to you.
experienced weaponized sex. I've experienced women who tried to weaponize it with me, and then once I
Give us
shut
an
it down.
example. Give us an example.
So I meet a woman, and I'm into a bit of foreplay, right? And I'm into the foreplay that's not only in the bedroom, but the foreplay on our first date or second date, right? I'm not gonna show too many cards. I'm that type of guy. I just wanna. I'm
Be
into that.
respectful.
I'm respectful, but I also, I won't give you too much. I'll take my time in letting off certain energy. So I would say as I do that, I've came into women who may have put thoughts together in their mind on who I was and how they could take advantage in some form or manipulate the situation in some way until they realized that they couldn't. You know, so they would weaponize it, you know, thinking that I was a guy who may have gotten caught up on, you know, sex. Like, yo, I can manipulate this guy. You know what I'm saying? Let me wear this. Or let me have these type of conversations, or let me play with him.
So she's
you want to get a
using
room
it-
after this, but we're not doing nothing.
So
like,
you think that in that situation she was using
So
sex
wait.
as a leverage?
So wait, if somebody gets a room with you and you expecting something?
No, so I'm not big on. For a long time, I would say even as a teenager, I was never big on expectations, right?
Okay.
But they would say and do certain actions that would tell me that they're trying to manipulate the situation and they're trying to use sex to do so.
So at that point, like I was saying, she's using or the person is trying to use sex as a leverage.
That's weaponized sex,
Yeah,
definitely.
that
They were
is
a lot
yeah.
of women have tried to, you know, I can't say that about men because I don't know. You know, I haven't been on many dates or
You have
know,
friends.
I haven't interacted with men.
Don't tell me you can't. You got friends. You have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what your friends say. You can't say, "Oh, I don't have." You have male friends. They come and tell your stories like, "Yo, bro, I was over at Shorty house."
I've never been big on that though. I want to tell you that,
Okay.
Caramel Candy. I've never been big on that. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a certain respect for the man that was quiet about certain things.
Oh,
You
no,
know what
well-
I'm saying? Like I was one of those
Kept it
type
on
of
the low.
guys. You know, we kept it gangster. You know, we didn't talk about certain things. That was less cool to us.
That's
You
good,
know,
but
I come from a different type
They
of
got
circle.
some men out there. Oh, I touched. You know, like even if
Kiss
they
my
I
did
leave
it,
the
they,
conversation.
they brag about
Listen,
it.
I've laughed my way out of that.
I respect
I learned my
that.
lesson
Yeah.
with that
I respect
personally.
that a
I did
lot.
it. I did
And
that
what-
one
What
time.
about you?
Yeah, he was saying
Oh,
I kissed and told one time. That did not work out for me.
Wow.
Never did it again.
That's what
Never
happened to
did it
me.
again.
That's how I became like this.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. The
'Cause-
beauty of it.
and-
That's
and the
art
one-
right there.
Like
Yeah,
the
the
one that I
ironic
did
thing.
that with, it
Irony.
was
Yeah.
like
Wow.
I ain't even really like I ain't even really do what I could do for real. So it's like, why am I even talking about this one? You know?
So he said his friends, for you personally, any of your bros or associates ever came back and said, like, yo, this short is using sex as a leverage, or like she's withholding stuff, like, you know, until I buy her a car or take her shopping or
yeah,
doing something, or
for
do her
sure.
hair or her nails. Or
What you call a friend of mine recently? He was telling me about a girl that, like, you know, Shorty just was playing, like, not even playing, like, he, as soon as he really start kind of talking to her, she's asking him for money and stuff, and it's like, you don't even really know me like that. Why are you? And honestly, stuff like that, I feel like it's so common today, and like it's always talked about. But like actually seeing it happen for real, because you know the women that I tend to come into contact with are usually good women who have their own thing going on, and they don't ask me for stuff like that. You know, they don't. That's not something that's on their mind. So seeing it happen to a friend of mine is like, dang, this actually exists. I thought this was just, you know, some social media rigmarole or something like that. You know, some stupid stuff. So, but yeah,
yeah.
I don't.
What about you, Yuka? What you have to say in closing?
men, I had stories from men and women using, like, saying, like, women using or men using, or I have friends saying, like, yo, she thinks that's the only pussy in the world, like, if I don't buy her this, or a dude was like, yo, I asked her for some money and I gave her.
Well, that's a question for you guys. You think that every woman feel like when they, you know, like the topic, you know, a lot of women feel like they have the best pussy in the world. Do you guys think that when women say that is true? Or you be like, well, it's okay for her to say that because she's supposed to say that?
I mean, personally, I would say I don't even process that well, you know? I don't even process. It's one of those things, again, like if it was a circle of guys talking about sex and women and this and that, I'd laugh my way out of that conversation. Like if a woman, like, I got the best pussy, that's something I'll just laugh and we'll move along, though, you know? I wouldn't walk away from her, but we'd move along
Have
from
you
that
ever
topic.
told a woman she has a bomb-ass pussy?
I have. I absolutely have told a woman
Okay, so then you have
So-
injected
I
the
keep it
bomb-ass
So-
pussy narrative into her brain.
So
I have
if
no
she-
regrets.
But
I'm not
hold on
gonna
one
lie.
second. Sorry to cut everybody. So if she was to, you was fiending for it, she was like, oh, I'm not giving you this bomb ass pussy until you do this or do that. How would you feel? Would you feel then, is it weaponizing or just using it as a punishment? Because she knows she got that good because you told her and you want it.
We're very...
So, wait, did you lie when you said that?
What's that?
The good that she got the good.
Oh, no, I would never lie to a woman like that. That's not something you lie about,
Look at your
you know?
phone.
That's not something you lie about. But no, yeah. Now that I'm clear on what weaponized sex is, I think we're all on the same page. That manipulation aspect.
Is it? Yeah, that's really what it is.
That's the elephant in the room. That manipulation aspect is the elephant in the room when it comes to. I don't know if you agree, but manipulation is the elephant in the room when it comes to weaponized sex.
All right, so we come to a conclusion that pussy is pussy, dick is dick. If you choose to use it as a weapon or not using a weapon.
But you can use it as a weapon.
You can.
You can. It's
A
A
just
lot of
Yes.
people use it as leverage, punishment,
Yes.
a weapon, a way to get up in the world.
I know that your mind has been enlightened to this. Are you going to be using it as a weapon?
Oh no, I wouldn't use anything I could do sexually as a way to get my way or to manipulate a situation. I personally wouldn't want it done to me.
Have you ever been in a situation now that you sit back and think about it, a woman using it as a weapon to get something from you?
Yes, I've been in a situation.
Give us
as
an
such.
example.
Give you an example?
Yeah.
Okay. I lived at Miami at some point in time, and I met a woman from out the country and
What country?
Australia.
Okay.
Actually. And this woman had expensive taste, and obviously a lot of guys told her that her pussy was it. Like she had that best pussy in the world, you know what I'm saying? And I knew it was being done with me. She was using it as a way. And again, I don't feel I was desperate for it or begging for it, right? But it was the stipulation of our relationship that I had to succumb to her desires in order to get what I desired. And what I desired was these sexual escapades with this woman.
So she had that bomb ass pussy.
So she weaponized sex, and I
You fell for it.
got shot every time.
You fell for it.
I didn't mind. It was what I accepted. It's something that I said,
Thank you
what?
for sharing that. What
Yeah.
about you, Juice? Have you ever been weaponized?
I don't think so, for real. Honestly,
Were you a weaponizer?
I don't think so either. I never really.
Oh wait,
like,
do you guys think you got some bomb ass dick?
I don't think there's anything wrong with me saying, I think that I can, I do my thing. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing that confidence for anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I need to yell at mountaintops. But, now that we on a topic, I don't mind saying, I do my thing.
Women tend to enjoy their times with me.
He's like Casanova. Women tend to enjoy their time.
They tend
Women
to
can be
enjoy.
good liars and fake about it.
But that's another subject.
I
That's
think
another
That's a
subject.
whole nother, yeah. All the possibilities exist.
I think we could tell
the
the-
Yeah, men can fake it.
Yeah.
I didn't know men
Men
used to
can fake it. I don't know what world
How-
or rock
how
he was
you
under.
fake, though?
What, men used to fake what? What are you
I
saying?
don't fake shit.
Orgasm.
Oh,
As
men
long
faking
as-
an
Spit on your
orgasm?
back.
No, some men,
Spit on your
some
back is
men when
crazy.
they get drunk, they can't come, but they want. Or some men get turned on when they make
But
their
that's a
female.
reason.
They get their female. They let their female have an orgasm. Or some is just like they not in the mood, but their woman is in the mood. So as long as she come, they're like, yeah, I'm into it. Just like some females, like you don't want it right now, but your man want it, and you're like, yeah,
Sometimes we do things for our partner.
you play the role for your
Okay.
partner or who
Yeah.
you with. You want to
Not
make that
Candace.
person happy.
You heard what Candace said in the
She
beginning.
said she's not feeling it. She's
That's
not
not
doing it.
happening.
That's
not
a weapon
giving
of
it
her
up.
choice. She's not
She's
used.
not
She's gonna
giving
use
it up.
that weapon and like nobody.
No, but she was very specific
No, I know,
afterwards.
I'm just
poking some fun.
I'm just messing with Candace.
Poking the bear.
Poking.
We just messing with Candy over here. She was like, my pussy's
Everybody
a
like a
weapon.
little Candy.
I think so.
She said her pussy's a weapon, so I just was like,
Yo,
okay,
my pussy is more than a weapon. Shit.
Okay,
okay,
Okay.
I feel that.
all right, clock, boom.
You know they be saying meow for kitty cat. No, my shit is Sharknado.
it bites.
Somebody pour me another cup of that ocean water.
Yo,
On
I
that note.
Does it bite?
Yo, I
What's
ain't
going
never
on?
know what a sound a shark made
I
until
didn't
just
either.
now.
What
She's
noise
like,
is that?
I never even knew that. To say,
I don't like sharks because sharks destroy everything. It doesn't come back.
Wow.
Whoosh, splash.
So that's a dangerous pussy because you're a shark. Sharks attack.
Yeah. Stay
yo,
away.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stay away if you don't want to stalk.
Shark attack.
Meg, I gotta. If it's all right, I have a question.
Go ahead. We're
Like,
open.
cause what what can we really qualify as good pussy for real?
Oh yeah.
You know, because I feel like that. I feel like that's
Let me
such a
tell
weird
you.
conversation
I can
because
tell
you
you
have- look,
why I think I have good pussy.
before
Okay?
before you get to that, if
Yeah.
I may, like I feel like
Let's hear
to
a man.
really qualify what good pussy is kind of
it has
weird
to come
because
from a man.
you gotta think about it. Sex and not all the time, obviously, but in a lot of cases is really like 70-30 in terms of like I don't want to say effort, but in terms of who's doing what and stuff. Because a lot of times guys
70 for the man.
yeah.
Let me ask you a
What,
question.
70 for the man?
Hold on,
What
let
do
me
you
ask
mean?
In most cases, if that's
What
not
do you
your
mean by
case,
that?
then
Let me ask you a
in
question.
yeah,
in
go
terms
ahead.
If you have both you guys, if it's good pussy, you pulling out?
If it's good.
I'm pulling out of everything. I could have a bulletproof condom when I'm pulling out.
No, he said good. He brought this up. He brought this subject
why
out.
you
Good
saying-
pussy.
It don't matter how good
having
the-
a baby.
It don't
No,
matter.
but you're
Yo,
not thinking like when it's good pussy.
Listen,
You don't
listen.
think about that.
No, that's
Listen.
going too far.
I
yo.
think about that.
You
What?
going too
I've
far.
had
yo.
great
No,
pu-
I
had
just had a
Who
question.
don't think
Amazing
about
pussy.
that? Let me. How many kids you have?
I've had
All
amazing
right.
pussy.
Yeah,
I'll tell
let me
you
drink
that
with
for
you.
sure.
Because when she said that, you know, let me drink
Immaculate.
with
That's,
you.
that's some good pussy right
I've
there.
had some
That's a
great.
drink to
I'm
it.
pulling
She
out.
knows somebody who's not.
Pull out king. What?
Wow. I don't think those two things go hand in
Yeah,
hand.
because
Like, they
I
don't go
didn't
hand
have
in
a
hand.
baby till 38 because I was not playing no games. You
Okay.
gotta strap it up.
I don't think good pussy and
I'm not
pulling
even
out go
strapping
hand
up
in
even with
hand.
a condom on. They bust. I'm just saying yes or no because they said good pussy. Some people clarify as if you got pussy, are you pulling out or are you busting in the good pussy?
No, you don't. I mean, good pussy doesn't mean you want to have a baby.
No, I'm not saying baby. He brought baby into this mix. I brought
baby into it.
exactly. I
Maybe
didn't
we
say
both did,
I didn't
'cause
say anything about
not pulling
pussy
out make me think.
because
Baby. It does. Yeah.
Well,
That's
that wasn't a good pussy. You
I'm
wasn't
not-
thinking. Oh, if you have
Yeah.
good pussy or good, you're not thinking about shit like
Oh,
that.
so
You're-
I ain't never had good pussy in my life.
I'm thinking
I've
about,
never had good pussy.
well, you don't
It's
then.
clearly.
That's what I'm saying. Some people will
Clearly.
say.
I-
Some
what?
people say good pussy will make you forget everything. You get what I'm saying? Or
Stupid
good dick.
niggas.
Hold on, let me finish.
I said the shoe fit
No,
wear
I'm
it.
not saying. I'm just going with what other people perspectives are. Some people, if you Google it, some people is like, oh, that's a good. I didn't even want to pull out. Or a nigga have the best thing. I'm holding on. Like your mind is only on that moment in time of
Okay.
that when you in that pussy or on riding that dick.
I comprehend.
Or whoever each his own.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, different for me. I can't just like be with anybody that I would think that I would, even though I got good pussy, would want to bust inside of me. Like that's like
Compromise everything.
everything.
Okay.
That's why-
But that was a good question you had asked. Like, what is the qualifications
Of good-
for good vagina?
Yeah. What from a man's perspective? What do you think? What
Yeah,
what
so-
do you? What is good pussy for you?
So, I'd lead with saying it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like, first and foremost. Secondly, this could go in many directions. Like, a woman's vagina has a lot of sensory glands.
But what
right?
does it
That-
for you?
So, I said the thing about sensory glands to say that, a woman could lose certain feelings down there, right? And it could lead to that thing not getting wet, right? Let's be frank, right? So I would say,
and guys can not get hard.
well,
so-
we're
Very
on
true.
that, yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
no.
go ahead,
That's
you
very true.
take over, sweetie.
No,
I
I'm
love when
just
you
saying.
talk.
I'm just helping when you saying like it's for each and own.
But
I was answering the question.
I
Yeah, he was
I'm
just making a
saying,
point.
I'm just
Yeah.
throwing my 2 cents in at that point. Like it's not only women, men
He-
too. But go
But
ahead.
he's just saying
Yeah.
what makes good
I was just
pussy
answering
for
the
No, go
question.
ahead. I apologize.
But you
Go
I
right.
say
ahead.
it was only women.
No, you
Go
ain't,
ahead.
you ain't do anything wrong to apologize. You know what I'm saying? It's an open forum.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
yeah, so getting wet, that's important. I would say something so simple that could be often ignored, such as like, the foreplay involved, such as, making sure your partner is good.
Facts.
Like, it's all the little things to all the biggest thing. How that thing feel
Yeah,
in a
like
minute. That's why I said
foreplay and turning your
circumstantial.
partner on.
So what feeling are you seeking as a man?
I'm looking for alignment, right?
But like-
I don't know if that makes sense.
So alignment
but
meaning like
Yeah.
you want a connection more than the feeling that you get in.
That's definitely one part of it. Like the
Okay.
connection is one part of it. That wetness is one part of it. How I feel in it is one part of it. How she look at me, how she touch me, that's another part of it. There's different parts to this, but
it's
those are
just-
some of the
So
foundational
good pussy
points.
is just not about the pussy.
I think it's circumstantial because I could be like, yo, and this is hypothetical, right? And not some. not a direction I would take it, but I could be like, I could have gotten with a woman, on vacation. It's very hypothetical. I could have gotten with a woman on vacation, having fun, as people would say, right? And I could be like, yo, Juice, this woman is, I could be using this word wrong, but this woman is promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to have a good time, bro. She said you are a bit attractive. And Juice, hypothetically speaking, could be like, yo, bro, you mind if, like, she asked me for my number. You mind if I talk to that? And then, the next night, I had it the first night, I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't even remember her name. Hypothetical. And then,
so
the
you're
second
sharing
night,
is caring over here.
and for me, he's like, yo, bro, you think I should do it? And I'm like, yo, bro, it was amazing.
Would you
right?
Would you
I'm
ever
like,
do
yo,
something
bro,
like that?
I want you to
Wait, let me
experience
finish.
it.
I'm like, yo, bro, it was amazing.
Oh, that's
you know
like
what I'm saying?
a touch and pass
And then
type of thing.
Juice, the next night, could,
It was
they
whack.
whined and dined and they did the action.
It was
right?
whack for him.
And it was whack for him. I think it's circumstantial. Like, I think to each his own. It's not one
So
answer.
it's about wetness, about the feeling, about
I
the
gave
connection.
those as my foundational points.
And what about you, Juice? What is good pussy for you?
That's a hard question. That's why I asked it, honestly.
Why is it hard? Like, in
'Cause
your
it's like-
experience of being in pussy, which was like make your toes curl, what was that?
So, I feel like in those cases, it's really like. So, all right, boom. With me specifically, one thing I realized with my sexual past is that for me to actually enjoy sex and perform well with sex, I need to have some type of emotional connection. And that doesn't mean like, oh, I gotta love you or whatever.
I feel the same
But I
way.
gotta look at you and be
Yeah, I
like,
feel
nah,
the same
I dead
way.
ass fuck with this person.
I
like,
feel the same
like
way.
if we stop fucking today on some like, yo, respect shit, like we like, yo, let's just stop doing this.
Yeah.
We can be friends. Like we can actually be friends. You feel me? Like I don't want to do that with I don't want to do that deed with somebody who I don't feel that with. You
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
feel the same way. If I don't have any, I have to have that connection. It feels much better once you have that that affection and you
Yeah.
feeling that person. The intimacy is gonna go through the roof because there's no
Yeah.
holding back. There's no like, I'm not gonna do this with you because. I don't
Right,
feel that way.
I don't
When
feel
you're
that
like,
way.
wait,
Yeah,
when-
it's like, yo,
you be like, oh, I could,
dead fuck with you.
Yeah, I can do it.
You can get the whole package. Like, what's?
I feel
I agree-
I agree
agree.
with you on that.
I
so.
agree with
There's
you.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right.
nothing wrong
So
with either
in
way.
conclusion, do you think people use sex as a weapon?
Do I think people use sex as a weapon? Absolutely. After
Absolutely.
learning about the definition of it, and like I said, the elephant in the room being manipulation. Of course, people do it all the time. On
What
the
about
regular.
you, Juice? Do you think, as we were talking, do you think people use sex as a weapon?
All the time, every day, somebody's using it right now as we speak.
Okay.
And what
so
about you, Candy?
the consensus is yes. So yes. So we have this part of the segment where we call Mission Accomplished because it's Besties on a Mission podcast, and we ask this random question. And today's random question is: do men have G-spots?
Yeah,
What's your G-spot?
it's in a very unfortunate place.
What's that?
Your rectum. It's in a very unfortunate place.
So you like getting your body washed?
I don't. I'm not a fan.
So how do you know it was your G spot?
Because that's science.
What
That's
about
where it
you?
No,
is.
I'm saying, how did you find that out?
I
Like,
didn't
did-
find out for myself. I've never touched it.
No, I didn't say you. I'm
But-
saying, how did
But
you?
so how do you know
No,
that's
that's a
your
G spot. Somebody.
Science, like just
Because of
researching.
science.
I looked up when I first found out what a G spot was. I looked up what a G spot for women was, and it was like, okay, is there a G spot for men? Oh, I don't think I'm gonna experience that.
No, but
I don't think
besides your rectum.
But what if somebody was to do it to you? Would you object just to see the feeling? for
What
the
you
first
mean?
time?
Like, okay, what? So what does that
Toss a
entail?
salad.
What?
say-
Like just
say-
eating? Just
no,
eating?
No, say you in the shower with your girlfriend or whatever, and she turn you around
Hold
and
on.
spread your
It
cheeks.
just depends. We saying like she like just eating my ass.
like licking your booty hole.
I listen.
Be honest now.
I will be honest, because
Be
my
honest.
thing is, listen, as of right now, today, I'm not even that okay with having my gooch licked for real. That's a very squeamish area for me, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so
but if I got to that point with a wife or something like that, so be it, because at that point, our sexual life is our
So
sexual
you
life.
never experienced a G spot. That's what you're saying.
I've never experienced a body wash.
No, I'm just saying your G spot because you Googled it.
So for me to experience getting my G spot touched as well, I would have to have it. That's not just licking of the hole.
No, I understand.
That's
I'm just saying,
insertion.
yeah.
Pegging.
And not necessarily pegging. Yo, she's
Pegging is a
wildin'.
whole
She's
different-
wildin', yo.
Yeah,
Oh my
she is.
God.
Pegging is up a different alleyway.
She could put a finger in there
What
and
is pegging?
get it. Pegging is when
You
women
don't know
have
what's
a.
pegging?
No, I don't.
She's capping, y'all.
I
Pegging
don't
is
know.
when
I
men,
swear to
for
God, I
real?
don't know what
Oh, that's
pegging
when women get a dildo and fuck men in the butt.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that's what it was
doesn't have to
called.
be a dildo. You can use. Your
I didn't know
finger.
that's what it was called. I guess
That's
I'm
not.
I guess I'm not
pegging
out
is
there.
when they really getting up in there like.
No, pegging is insertion in your booty hole. It doesn't
Wow.
matter what size or object. So
I
it
guess
could be
I didn't
your
know
finger.
that. I learned something new today.
Interesting.
Every day you learn
I
something.
listen. I learned pegging. I didn't know what that was.
So let me
honestly.
ask
I
you,
know
what's
what
the
it was,
definition
but-
of G-spot?
Because
Because before I ever answer anything, I want to know.
that you makes you want
Let's
to
Google it.
come. Like once you want to like kissing on somebody's neck,
You have a
licking
G-spot?
on. Some people has nipples. Some people have.
Oh.
What she said was an action, right?
Yeah.
Like her definition of G-spot was an action.
Yeah.
And if that's what it is, if it's an action, then yeah, I would say I do have one.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I have an action that,
That gets you to that point.
Oh, you have an action that gets you there. Okay.
Yeah, but
And what is that? Because he was like he never experienced it because he
we said it was
Googled
the
it.
church coming in after this.
Like,
you
with
know,
the
I saw
actual
some church
G-spot,
guys
like,
already.
yeah.
G-spot. Yeah, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
talking about a thing that like
Yeah.
gets me
Yeah,
personally.
that's what we
That's
mean,
what
like,
that was the
that's-
question.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a different
That's
thing. You
like-
answer and then I'll go.
We said
again.
it was a
Cool.
church coming in after this. It was church
But
casting.
we gotta
Wrap it up. So just like let's end it with like, what's your G spot?
You know what? I'm the type of guy. I'm not even comfortable answering
Okay,
that at
but
this
other
point.
people
being
just
that-
wants to know like men's G spot. Just give us a thing with a quick answer.
A quick answer?
Yeah, just say anything that comes to your head.
I think good things take time. There's no quick
All right,
answer.
you
for
next.
this.
Just rod him.
Right. What about you?
A good old car
My
ride.
G spot, my kneecaps.
My G spot
Your
is
kneecap?
wherever.
We can't act like we ain't hear that. But
No,
go ahead,
we got
Carmelo.
my G spot is wherever you see a beauty mark, and it leads straight to the treasure. The main
She
G
leaving
spot.
little
Listen,
crumbs.
Your kneecaps?
God made me that way.
What you mean by your
Spot.
kneecaps? What you mean by your kneecaps?
All right, so that's
Like,
another
Sucking
subject.
my
Both of
kneecaps.
you right. Both of you said
That's
something.
another
Oh
subject.
my
So
God,
thank you guys. Thank you,
Wow.
Law, and thank you, Juice, for coming on our
Thank you
podcast.
Appreciate y'all.
guys.
We really
Wow.
appreciate you guys for
One
giving
word.
your honest opinions and taking our criticisms and telling us like this is what it is. Like we appreciate you. Hope to have you on again. And till next time, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Bessie's
Thanks for
on
having
a
us.
Mission podcast. Mwah.
Thanks for having us, ladies.
We appreciate you
Appreciate
guys.
y'all.